Is this thing on?
Can everybody hear us? I sure hope so, because we have a lot to talk about.
Welcome to our podcast, Unapologetically Mixed Up. I am Kelly, and this is
Mike.
This is not a one-size-fits-all podcast. We will be discussing multiple different topics, from mental health, marriage,
And don't forget the sports.
of course, animals, and more. There are going to be real, raw, and emotional episodes where we show you our most vulnerable moments. Follow us and our guests on this crazy ride we call life.
And don't forget to follow us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and our email address, unapologeticallymixedup@gmail.com.
Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kelly,
And Mike.
and welcome to Unapologetically Mixed Up, our podcast. This is our first episode, so bear with us. We're going to just explain like how we met, why we're starting this podcast, and why we're on this journey.
Yeah.
So
You ready to do this?
I am ready to do this.
So, you want to talk about how we first met?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right.
You can tell them when you saw my beautiful face and you were smitten.
So, we met at work. So, during orientation, I just saw her walk through the door. This is, March of 2027?
2027.
Yeah, we're going into the future, people. Yeah. So, March of 2017.
17.
Let's try that. That's 7 years ago now.
Feels like 70,
True story.
maybe 700.
So, I just saw her walk through the door. We really didn't talk at all. Not until towards maybe June, July-ish. No, it was actually June. It was June we started talking. I was going through a rough time. My father had just passed away in May of that year. We'll get to that story at a later date. And just one day, we were sitting down, and I just happened to ask her to go on a date. And this date was actually a swimming date. And which actually, she just had surgery in June. June, when we first, started talking, really. And she just had back surgery at that time. And
On your birthday.
on my birthday, yes.
Yeah.
And I was actually in New York at that time. I was in Cooperstown, New York.
But we were talking before that, and you didn't even have the audacity to check on me.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, we really weren't talking that much. So,
But we were still messaging back and forth.
yes. So,
But let's get back to the first day that you met me. Why were you smitten? Was it the fact that I was grossly overweight, very obese, very red and sweaty? Or was it the fact that I had to pack ice packs to sit on while I worked because the pain was so bad in my back? And also, I was very obese. I mean, I'm still a big girl, but I was very obese then, sweaty, beet red because of all the steroids I was on. So, did that attract you? My moon face?
yes, it was the moon face and your smile.
That's right.
Yes.
And the fact that my eyes disappear when I smile?
Yes.
Currently, I have to tell you guys right now, he's fighting with our cat Harrison because Harrison, for whatever reason, when we start recording, he decides to wake up and come down here and start chirping and talking. So if you guys hear that or a dog yodeling, it's one of our
Six
dogs.
animals.
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, basically, it was just your smile that really caught my eye and wanted to take you out on a swimming date.
Yes. You
Yes.
messaged me on Facebook, and he asked me to go to Baylor Beach. Literally, this had been 3 weeks after
No, we were sitting down at the table.
You asked me on Facebook.
I asked you first
At the table?
at the table.
I don't remember
and
that.
We were working. Yes.
But yeah, he wanted to take me straight out of
You said you
surgery
would think about it.
to Baylor Beach, a dirty beach with insulin needles and drug lords.
Yeah, pretty much. And some Amish.
Yeah. Harrison's got to go because he's fucking with the cords.
Come on.
That was his tail.
So yeah, where were we? So basically, she said no about doing that because she just had surgery, basically. And then she came up with the idea of me coming over to her house and cooking me dinner. I don't know what's so funny about that, but
That was a good meal, wasn't it?
it was, but I forget what it was.
Stuffed peppers that my dad made.
Oh, okay.
And I put them in the crock pot. And then I had salad and some sort of dessert.
Probably because you love dessert,
Oh, God, I love sweets. Love it.
as you'll find out later
Oh, my
about
God.
her wanting desserts all the time.
Everything. After every meal, I have to have a sweet treat.
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
Yep, anywhere from chocolate to Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, that's
even
my...
Fruity Pebble Krispie treats.
Yes, that is my current...
That was just made.
Yes, I'm currently hyperfixated on Rice Krispie treats. And last night I made Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie... Well, Fruity Pebble Krispie treats, however you want to say it. And, oh my God, they are delicious.
Yes, they were.
Absolutely delicious. So, anyway, so he came over for a first date. I fed him. He met
Yep.
my whole entire zoo of animals.
Yep.
And-
Charlie, Winston, Lucy, Harrison, which is right beside me right now.
Yeah,
and
Sebastian.
who just recently passed away in December.
Yeah. The only ones that are alive from the original crew are Harrison and Winston.
Winston, yep.
Yep.
So yeah, we basically just watched TV.
No, we watched a
Hung out.
movie.
Oh, we actually watched a movie, which we really can't get her to watch a movie anymore because she's like ADHD and she just can't. And that'll be a later date episode as well.
Listen, I got
She
things
can't
to do.
sit.
People
she
to
just can't
see.
sit down and
I
just
can sit
watch a
down.
movie.
I'm sitting down right now.
Currently, and in 5 seconds you'll probably go see a light or something and go chase it or something like a cat.
What are you going to get, like a laser pointer?
We have one. It's around here somewhere.
It's in the cat toy bin behind you, I think.
Don't tempt me with a good time. So, yeah, and all the dogs just loved me right away, especially Winston. He just fell asleep in my arms.
Yeah.
Like, apparently Winston didn't even like guys at the time, so,
He was picky about his people.
yeah.
Poor little Winston, his anxiety.
Yep.
And then you tried to kiss me and I didn't kiss you.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't until, like,
A month later.
third, fourth,
Yeah.
fifth date later.
And then what? You moved in 2 weeks later?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And here we are ever since.
Yep. You moved in, never moved out. You proposed to me that November.
That November, yep. That was what? I said we officially started dating in July, so it was what? 4 months?
Yeah.
We got
But we were looking at rings 2 months in.
2 months in, yes. Yeah. And then during that time also is when my mother passed away as well. So she kind of helped me through a lot, which we'll get to that story as well. So yeah, my parents both passed away 4 months and 5 days apart. Need to say, 2017 was a horrible year and also a great year as well, with some ups and downs as well that we had in 2017. So it was a little bit, I think it was before or after Thanksgiving.
It was the day after Thanksgiving.
Day after that's right.
It was
that's
Black
right, that's right.
Friday.
Yes. Had her 2 friends go take her out shopping while I was currently setting the place on fire.
Yes!
As she thinks it was on fire. My one friend at the time was helping me. I got like this big bouquet of like 12 red balloons, bouquet of red flowers. I bought, if anybody has seen Beauty and the Beast with the glass rose in it, I got those 2, like, kind of looked the same. They were little small ones, and they had the engagement ring and then another ring as well with it, wasn't it? Or just the wedding or the engagement ring?
I think it was the engagement ring and the ring because I actually picked it out.
Yeah, she picked it out. I paid for it, obviously.
Yeah. And we knew right off the rip that I was going to combine both rings and get them, what is it called, soldered together.
Yes.
And then get an actual wedding band, which we ended up getting like a year later, like a month before we got married.
Yes.
I picked that out.
Yep. And what else?
Oh, so he had these little tea lights lit all over
the
fucking duplex that we lived in. And oh my God, I was really into like country and primitive stuff. So I had like a bunch of wood tables. He had fucking tea lights everywhere lit. And I'm like, the whole time I'm sweating profusely. I see all this fucking fire everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God, the place is going to burn down. And then I go in and he was down on one knee, proposed. I started screaming, I think, crying maybe, yes.
I think I had pedals down too.
Yeah, you did have
pedals.
Yes.
From the door, because I had the tea lights on top of the washer and dryer in the utility room.
Yes.
Going into the kitchen and then into the living room is where you saw the bouquet of flowers, the balloons, and I was playing Savage Garden.
God bless it.
Truly, madly, deeply at the time.
And like
while her friends were sitting outside staring and trying to listen.
And crying.
Oh, yeah, and they were crying.
And crying.
Yes.
And then took videos of themselves listening and crying.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I still have those.
Oh, jeez.
And I have pictures of the whole house and all of that.
Well, I still have those, yeah. I still have the...
And I have the rose petals. I dried them out.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. And one of the little glass things broke. I think it broke when we moved.
Yes, one of them broke, yes. We still have the one. It's up on our mantle right now.
Yeah. Next to Charles's portrait.
Yeah,
Rest
Charles,
in peace. My soul dog.
Our soulmate.
He is my soulmate.
He was your soulmate.
Even though he's deceased, he's still my soulmate in dog form. But then Marley took over.
Yeah, and Marley's kind of like a Charlie.
Yeah, he does a lot of the stuff Charles used to do.
Yep. So...
Yeah, so we got married in October of 2018.
Yeah.
Went to Cancun for the honeymoon.
Yeah.
That was beautiful and lovely.
They were a week and a half, I think it was about. And we wanted to stay longer, but then the job that I was currently at said, oh, you want to start doing this by yourself? And I was like, oh, okay, I'm in Dallas, Texas right now, so we still gotta fly home, but yeah, we'll start. That's when I was working for the USPS at that time.
Good old post office.
Good old USPS.
Why do you guys say USPS? Like, who says that?
Me. Old people.
You are old.
I am
God,
old.
you're old. How old are you going to be this year?
Oh, yeah, here's the one that doesn't know numbers very well.
43?
Yes, I'll be 43. 43, and this one over here, in next month on the 15th...
I'm going to be 17.
She'll be 40. She's hitting the big old 4-0.
God, that is such a...
She's hitting the hill.
Halfway to death. I got one foot in the grave.
That's 50.
Nope, that's 40.
Which I'm closer, so...
That's 40. I don't look like I'm going to be 40. I sure as hell don't act like it.
I look like I'm 42.
I act like I'm 10.
Yeah, you definitely act like you're 10. I definitely look like I'm maybe in my 20s, being 40. People always say, oh, you're like 20s, 30s. I'm like, that's right, yep. I wish. I don't feel that age, that's for sure.
You don't act it. You act like you're 90.
That's true. I'm an old soul. I have always been that ever since I was a kid. I mean, you saw the pictures from my hiked up socks.
Oh my God, yes. Let's get into the socks, people.
Well,
woo! Let me just say
that's
this.
for another episode.
No. We're going to just mention it, and then we're going to dive deep into the sock saga in another episode. Like a whole episode.
And sandals.
Oh, God, the Jesus sandals. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The sandals that cover the toe, but then they got the straps with the holes in between, and then they hook around the ankle. And then you see like the old people who are like 102 pushing a rollator down the road, and they got them socks that go up to like their nipples. That was my husband prior to me.
I was basically up my shins, and that was me in my 20s, actually. acting all
That
70,
was up
80.
until you met me, and I stopped all
Well,
that. I'm like, oh, no,
I wasn't
no.
wearing socks that high. Well, I guess I was.
Mid-calf, that was enough for me. I'm like, absolutely no.
Now I can't go any higher than my ankles.
Yeah. Ankle, no-shows, that's what we do here. But that was because you didn't like your legs. I love your
I
legs.
hate my legs. My eggs look like they're been in a meat grinder.
I love them, though.
Ew.
I've always loved your
Like
legs.
hamburger meat.
You're so foul. Did you guys just hear Harrison? He just agreed. He's like, yep, Dad.
That's right.
Go back to when I first met you. The first thing that I noticed about you was your beard. You had a sexy beard. I mean, you still do. Do you remember that
My
summer
beard
you
can't
made
even
me?
grow right.
No, because you
It
weren't going
can't
to
go
a
on
barber.
the cheeks. It doesn't grow on my cheeks.
But still, it's nice and full and bushy.
It's very bushy. Mm-hmm. Well, not that bushy. It's small.
It's a big bush.
It's it's a big bush. Yes.
You got a bush on your face.
It's an Irish bush, as she always likes to call me. Call me the redheaded stepchild because of my Irish in me.
He's my ginger snap.
Yep, the ginger snap.
Yep.
So yeah, even though I'm getting a little tired of the beard now.
No.
And
Nope.
I want to
Not doing that again.
chop off my beard and be a naked mole rat again.
That's exactly what he looked like, people. I actually still have that side by side. He made me shave it off. I did it outside the house. This was several summers ago. And it was horrifying. I really couldn't even look at him until it grew back in.
Yeah.
It was
she
no
would always
good.
show me the picture of, if everybody's seen that meme with the rat that's naked.
The naked mole rat. That's exactly
Naked
what
mole
you
rat,
look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look like you were
She
just
was
fresh
showing
out the
that.
womb.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. It was no good.
Yeah. So what else about us? I mean,
We have a crap ton of animals. We've got 4 dogs, 2 cats. After
soon to
Sebastian,
be 7.
yeah, maybe 8. After Sebastian passed, a week later, I had a hysterectomy. Day after, I knew that this cat was at the Humane Society inside a pet store, and we went to look at her, put her on hold, and picked her up the next day. It took her a couple of weeks though to get acclimated, but she's out and about now.
Yep. Good old Maisie, Mimsy,
Yep.
Jim Bob.
Carmen.
There's a mini.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Where's Waldo?
I call her Carmen Sandiego because you never know where she was, because she just runs everywhere and just hides.
And she was pretty much in the spare room when we had to go get boxes for my dad to put underneath the bed because she kept hiding underneath the bed.
And she didn't want her to be hiding under the bed all the time. So
No. You need to be out and about. You are in this
She wanted to be
family.
sociable.
You're in it.
In it to win it.
In it to win it. Boom.
So, yeah, we got the 4 dogs. What? Frenchton, English Bulldog,
Lab
Pitty,
retriever.
and a Lab Retriever.
Yep. Pit bull.
Pitbull, Pitty.
And then a lab retriever. And then an orange tabby. And then
which is sitting right
Mimsy.
next to me. Yeah.
Yeah. The orange
It's just
tabby is
touching the
Harrison.
head. Yep.
And Mimsy is black and white.
Yep.
Like
And
tuxedo.
if you look at her, she looks like Batman because of her. She's got the black mask and the black upper face, and then her ears are black, so she looks exactly like Batman.
And one of her eyes looks like it's dead, but it's not, according to her doctor.
Yeah. Or she
So.
could have cataracts because it's kind of cloudy.
But she said the lens was attached, so she still has vision.
Yes. So basically, we have
I take all the decrepit animals.
we take a zoo, yes, or
I take all the special ones.
special ones, yes.
Like you got
The
one
Frenchton,
leg.
he's on Xanax.
Yeah.
So
Or
you gotta
Winston.
say, I mean, he's scared of his shadow. I mean,
Oh, he is. He's scared of anything. If the wind blows the wrong way, he freaks out.
yep.
Bless his heart.
It always reminds me, if he gets scared, you ever see those goats that get scared and they stiffen up and just fall over?
Yes, the
He doesn't
fainting.
do that. He doesn't fall over, but it's just just reminds me of that.
Sorry
But yeah.
if you guys are getting a lot of feedback. It's Harrison whipping his tail.
On my mic.
Yeah.
My mic stand, not my mic. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. They're all pretty much attached to me, except for
Mimsy.
Mimsy doesn't really let me hold her. She lets me pet her. But, I mean, I think she put on a show when we first got her. Because I was holding her, and then she, like, laid down in my arms and just was, like, really cute and everything. Like, oh, you're going to take me home.
Oh,
Get
shit.
here.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck you.
That's exactly what happened. But I think also because our dogs, they love people. They love animals for the most part. And they are just so excited. And they were really excited with her moving in. And it was a lot coming at a 6-pound cat. And I think it freaked her out.
Yeah.
So that's why she lived in the spare bedroom with a baby gate up. Because our dogs are not smart enough to knock it over.
Yeah.
They're not intelligent.
None of them are. Nope.
No.
Not at all. Mm-mm. Not at all.
Nope. All right, so that's about our zoo. Mike, you want to tell them why we started this podcast?
You really want to say why we? Because you're crazy?
I am not crazy.
Well,
I mean, that's debatable. But
I mean,
like,
come on.
what?
I mean, if you guys knew this woman over here, I mean, she's been through it. So, and she wanted to go through this emotional journey and do some
mental.
Zen,
It's a mental health journey.
A mental health journey.
Yes.
As she says.
Yes.
Because she's been through some shit, so...
I mean,
we've been all through some shit.
Yeah.
If you haven't been through shit, then you haven't been through life, so, you know.
Yeah, you're living in a bubble.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been through shit. I mean, eventually you guys will hear my story as well. Yeah. So, we want to get it out there because we know everybody has got stuff that they're going through, and if it just reaches one person, fantastic. If it reaches 1 million people, even better, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
This is going to be therapeutic not only for myself, but I think for whoever listens, because it's going to let people know that you are not alone. Mm-hmm. Other people are going through the same exact thing. Mental health should not be embarrassing at all. And mental health it's very important.
Yeah.
You have to take care of it, because if you're not right in your own self, in your own head, you can't be right for other people, kids, animals, coworkers, what have you. So I just have to get it out.
You guys are going to hear some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yep.
I've heard it all already.
Yep.
Obviously.
And then we'll tell you guys the story later on. Maybe we'll do that for the first episode after this. Our second episode, we'll talk about, and all I'm going to say to you guys is the bath mat. The bath mat is what started this whole entire journey.
You didn't go from day one, from when you came out of your mom's womb?
Well, yeah, no, we'll start with that too. But the reason why I got into counseling and started getting help and working through all my issues and finally realizing, wake the fuck up, you need help. And it's okay that you need help. Doesn't mean that you're crazy, you can't live through life, you can't be a functioning citizen of the world. Mm-hmm. You just need help. You need to work through that bullshit. Stop repressing it.
Yep.
Start living life for you.
Yes.
For once, I'm going to start putting myself first. I'm still going to care about people, but...
Except for the guy at the Walmart the other day.
Okay. Listen, I told Mike my motto, and I told several other people this. My motto for 2024 is I'm not going to put in the time, energy, or anything like that towards people or situations that don't interest me and don't give me something back in one way or another. So this was January 1st. We go to the Canton Walmart on Tusk. We all know how that Walmart can be. It's January 1st, early in the morning. Some guy comes in hooting and hollering. I'm just ignoring him, walking straight ahead to leave. And he must have been talking to me or saying something to me. And me and Mike get out in the parking lot. He's like, Kelly, you were ignoring that guy. He was trying to talk to you. And I was like, I don't care. I was like, I don't know him, and I'm not putting energy into that. I'm just not.
What he said.
who knows?
My
He was,
short-term memory.
yeah, I mean, you don't even know what we talked about 5 minutes ago.
We were talking 5 minutes ago?
See, exactly. This is what I live
Just
with people.
kidding. We're talking about a podcast, obviously.
Early dementia.
Yeah, that could be. You never know.
How did we get to this story on January 1st?
It's my short term. I have no idea how we just got there.
I think we were just talking.
We were just talking and...
Oh, about why
how-
we started this.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Also, let me just start with this. I actually started thinking about my mental health journey, I want to say about a year ago, because a good friend of ours went through something. It freaked me out because I'm like, oh my God, this person is being so vocal about their journey and they just don't give a shit and they're asking for help and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh. And it rocked my world because I'm like, I don't know. It just freaked me out because, like, you know, my whole life I just repressed everything and masked everything. And, you know, and then another close friend started on the journey. I'm not going to mention names right now because I don't know if they want their names mentioned. But if you're listening, they know exactly who they are. And it's because of the first friend and his journey is why I started mine. And I started like really thinking. And then the whole bath mat episode was basically the icing on the cake. And I was like, okay, girl, get it the fuck together. Like, what are you doing?
Yep.
So, I can't wait to share the bath mat story. We can laugh about it now, but...
You can laugh about it.
Listen.
I'd have to go through it every single time that I forgot the bath mat.
The damn bath mat.
That's for another day.
Yeah, that's going to be the episode after this, because it's going to... You guys will just be like, what the hell?
Yeah, talk about...
And I feel like I just
crazy.
rambled through all of that, so I'm so sorry, people, if you didn't understand what I was trying to get to, because it was hard to kind of describe without saying their names.
Basically, a mental journey. You want to get this shit out.
Yes.
You want to get your story out. Other people have the same stories. I mean, probably not the same exact stories, but something close.
Something that they can
You just wanna
relate
reach
to.
out. Yes.
And know that they're not alone.
Yes, we want to. Yes, this is going to be something that people can relate to. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did a pretty good job of masking it, but
Yeah.
clearly no more.
Not anymore.
Nope. And I'm not going to anymore. It's not worth it. If you can't accept me and everything that's going on in my life, then I don't have time for you then.
That's right.
What are you laughing about?
I don't know. You were like talking, and I just looked at one of my tattoos, and I have these bumps now. And I have a Chief Wahoo tattoo on my arm, and it looks like he has pink eye. Because
I can't.
the one has a pink
I can't.
and it's itching really bad. Okay, that's my kind of ADHD. I'm not diagnosed ADHD, but I think I have some kind of form of ADHD.
Absolutely.
Probably some OCD too as well.
I haven't seen that.
You have seen some OCD.
With what?
The cabinet
What cabinet?
with all the bowls and plates and everything.
Oh, that was the
How
first
it's just-
time you ever did that in 30 years that we've been married.
But still, it drove me crazy. I'm like, this looks like crap, and this needs to be fixed. Like, none of the bowls went together, and I had to like fix everything. So, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know, like, I have to have money facing the same way. That's an OCD thing of mine.
My dad has that.
It bothers me if money is crinkled.
If mommy
If
is
it's not
crinkled?
money.
It
If
sounded like
money
you said,
is-
if mommy is crinkled.
Well, you'll hear sometimes, I can't really talk right. I might slur my words for some reason. I don't know.
Dairy
But-
Queen salted caramel carful truffle. And then I got a
Okay.
cookie dough blizzard. Garbage.
I'm sure we'll talk about that as well.
I'm still upset about that. That was like 20 years ago.
They've already known each other for 20 years.
Listen,
and
I know.
she'll always say, oh, we've been married for 30 years. 30
'Cause-
years ago, I was 13. 12.
Okay,
On my
we were
13th
married
birthday.
then. I don't know what to tell you, Michael. It's
We were
what
not married when I was 12 years old.
it's what the universe tells me.
That's what the universe...
Yeah.
The universe is talking to her now and everything.
Yep.
And all of her astrologer signs.
Oh my God,
astrology.
I'm into crystals right now, and
crystals and her rocks. They talk to her.
Yes. No, they don't fucking talk to me. But they're just, even if it's a placebo, I love it. And you guys are going to hear me talk about crystals, yoga, meditation. I just now got into meditation. A good friend of mine kept yelling at me not yelling at me, but like telling me constantly to do meditation, this, that, and the other. But like, I can't focus. And so like, I'll be laying there and I'm just thinking about everything else. Like, what am I going to eat? What are we going to do later? What do I need to clean? What needs to be done in the garden? Like, put laundry, you know what I mean? There's all these racing thoughts. But I've done meditation twice now. And I wear noise canceling headphones, plug my salt lamp in, which I absolutely love. And I just got this yoga mat that like blows up underneath you, and like realigns your spine. And holy shit, life changing. It's fantastic. How did we get on this subject?
It's the ADHD.
It is.
Just go from one subject to another.
Yep. Oh,
That's
shit.
what it is.
Buckle up, people, because
focus.
this is going to be a ridiculous journey together.
Yeah, one day we'll probably be talking about tacos, and all of a sudden you'll have to be talking about my dead mother, Just
right.
To go from taco to dead mom.
And crinkly money.
And crinkling money, yeah. I mean, it's just pretty crazy how life goes, and having ADHD and just like...
Mm-hmm. But it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Now that I have these diagnoses,
what are all of your diagnoses?
We'll get into that in another episode.
Well, can't we just at least say what you have?
No.
No?
No.
Come on.
Okay. I have anxiety,
okay,
OCD, ADHD, and that's all I'm sharing for right now. But in later episodes, I'll go more in depth to everything and how I got there with these diagnoses. Because
you learn about the big one too.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Mind blowing.
Although we kind of figured you probably were.
Yeah. I can't stand you.
Can't stand myself. But yeah.
The cat's finally settled down. He's just...
You say something and he's going to start talking.
That's why I didn't say his name. H.
He knows.
You guys can probably hear our washer, too, going on in the background. I do apologize.
I suggested that we turn it off, but...
The universe told me, though, like, it can't be turned off. It has to go through,
And if we're still talking, you'll probably hear the...
Oh, yeah, the Samsung washer.
Done. Oh, boy, we're just, like, all over the place.
How long have we been talking?
I don't know.
Does that tell us?
Talking?
I don't know. Does that tell us?
I don't know. It probably does. I don't want to look at it and disturb it. A little over a half hour. You guys might have heard me fart as well. Because I heard it.
No. Of course you heard it. It came out of your butt.
Well, of course I heard it. I felt it.
Whew, okay, well, shit. I think that...
Is that all for episode 1?
I don't know. I mean, what else can we share?
That's pretty much everything in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Up until now.
Yeah.
From day 1 to present day.
Yeah, we bought a house during COVID.
Yeah.
Thank God, because our interest rate...
It was later in COVID years. It was at the end of... Not
December.
the end of COVID. It was the end of 2020.
Yep, in December.
Yes.
Which was very smart because interest rates then blew up. So we will never probably see the good interest rate that we have now ever again. We are stuck in this house
sometime.
Until the day we die.
Government. Yeah, we've both have new vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Have a house.
Yep.
Never in my life would I ever think I would ever be married. Be having a brand new fucking car. Never in my life.
A pool. A bomb-ass wife. who birthed
a bomb ass, bomb ass wife with
who birthed
6 fur babies.
6 beautiful children.
You got that right.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Harrison,
so-
no.
Just
Oh
let him-
Jesus, he's now rolling
And-
around on my yoga mat.
Yep. Well, he's doing some yoga.
Yeah,
He's got to lose some weight.
he is big.
Not as big as Sebastian was.
Well, Sebastian lost weight towards the end.
Well, he had cancer, so.
Yeah,
that's what
oral
happens.
cancer.
Yeah.
Never had an animal that had oral cancer. That was a new one.
I don't think I ever had an animal that had cancer. No. Well, I had a cat die in my arms. Yeah.
Was that Scooby-Doo?
That was Snickers. Good old Snickers. White and black cat. Yep, I love Snickers. Snickers love me. She'd always lay on me. Always. Snickers always kind of reminds me of Harrison. Or Harrison reminds me of Snickers. I guess, vice versa.
Yeah.
See, here we go. ADHD just going off into the distance, talking
Yep.
about something else.
But I think people are going to enjoy that. People are going to be able to
Hopefully.
relate to it.
Do you guys relate to it? I hope so.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, which we'll tell you about all of our socials here at the end.
Yeah. Oh my God, did you hear Josie snore?
I don't hear anything.
Shh. Listen.
Oh, yep. There
Yep,
she is.
that's Josie
No,
snoring.
she's not snoring. That's her whimper. That's her whining.
Oh, is she whining?
Yeah, she's whining. That's not her snore. She's got her head through the cat door. We have a cat door that leads down to the basement for the 2 cats. And she always likes to stick her big fat head through it and stares at me when I come home because she's like attached to my hip.
And then
That's
she
my
starts
dog.
screaming like she's doing right now.
Kind of. Like, she doesn't bark. She yodels.
Yodelay hee hoo.
So yeah, I think this is it. You guys got to know us a little bit about how we met, where we've come to up until now, 2024.
New year, new me.
Yep, as she says, new year, new me.
No, that's not my motto.
No. Mm-mm. What's your motto?
I already told you.
I forget.
I'm not-
Short-term memory.
I'm not going to put energy and time into people, things.
It's not a motto.
But that's okay. What is it?
It's like an example. New year, new me. Do you have a motto?
Yeah, not to put time and energy into people or things. What I mean, like, I don't know. Like, that's my way of life. Okay, that's my way of life phrase.
Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
All right, so I think we're going to end it here on this one.
Yeah.
So, why don't you guys, you can follow us on our socials. We have Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and our email address, unapologeticallymixedup@gmail.com. Leave us comments if you guys want us to talk about something, hear something about our lives. Comment. You guys love the show, you hate the show. You know, hopefully you don't hate the show, but we love to hear your great comments about everything.
If you want to be a guest, let us know.
If you want to be a guest on there, let us know.
If you want us to share your mental health journey, but you don't want to talk about it, we can do that as well and not mention names.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
If you have questions about animals, plants, gardening,
Sports.
oh God, sports.
This one over here hates sports, which makes me sad. But all right, we're getting back going ADHD again.
I will say this and then we'll end it because these people are probably like, what the hell? The rubber ducks, is that what they're called?
Yes.
They have bomb ass nachos and hot dogs there.
Well, once you
Chef's
go to a Guardians game.
Speaking of hot dogs, how about yesterday when we met our one friend at Costco?
Oh yes, Costco hot dogs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh shit. Wow. We're not Costco members, but I mean, don't tempt me with a good time. I will get that $100 membership for those $1.50 hot dogs, and you get a drink.
Yeah, for $1.50.
We're part of Sam's Club. I want you to take me into Sam's Club on Friday for a date. I want to see if their hot dogs compare to Costco. I love a good old hot dog.
Who doesn't?
Their relish, though, was piss poor.
Who doesn't like a beef wiener? It was all beef too.
Okay.
Good old foot long.
All right. Well, shit. Thank you so much, people, for listening to us ramble for, I don't even know how long this episode's going to be. I guess
it doesn't matter how long.
Yeah. I guess stay
Just keep
tuned for
talking.
episode 2, and it'll be all about the bath mat.
And when you guys follow us on our socials, just look for Unapologetically Mixed Up. And have a great day, everyone.
Toodaloo!